positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. I was just recently seeing a clip of the Breakfast Club, and they had a female rapper, Dank Demoss, on there. And she said that society should be more accommodating. Now, this particular female rapper recently sued, I believe it was Lyft, for not giving her a ride because they said she was too big for their car. She said it was discrimination and that they should have gave her a ride. But the person providing the service has the right to refuse. And when she went on the Breakfast Club, this is what she said that she should be entitled to.
You good?
Good morning.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Stormy. How you doing? Hey, King. How you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Got it.
Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
There's one more.
A bigger chair or something?
Is she already little?
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is accommodation.
There you go. You know, just you walked in and you said the chair was too small, so we had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, "Now this is what I'm talking about: accommodations." Right?
Yes.
But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that.
But
are
we
plus
should
size.
though. We should because we not all the same. You know. I feel like we should. Like why not? I feel like a lot of times people think that bigger people, obese, the F word people should just be in a house.
And you think about the choices this young woman has made in her life and her perception of what reality should be for people who entertain her, I guess, in certain spaces. As you go through life, you're going to face adversity, you're going to face challenges, you're going to have choices to make, and your health is one of the biggest choices. And when I see this, outside of her saying that everybody should accommodate her, she should be, entitled to this, like LGBTQ, and that's what's going on now. Everybody thinks they're entitled to something. Everybody's a victim. Well, nobody made you put yourself in the health position you are, which by putting yourself in that position is gonna eliminate certain options for you. And even the bigger picture, when I see somebody like this getting a lot of promotion, a lot of exposure, it's a distraction, but it's also by design. By them promoting somebody like this, that's that unhealthy, because it is. There's no ifs, ands about it. It's unhealthy. You're a walking time bomb for a heart attack, diabetes, just all type of stuff, bad circulation. But anyways, this is a walking advertisement for Big Pharma. People like this who choose to live this kind of lifestyle, just like that show, My 600-Pound Life, it's on one end for some people entertaining, but on the other end, if somebody's this unhealthy, you know that they're eventually going to get on prescription medications because of high blood pressure, because of weight loss, because of all these other things, and you're going to make money. So this is a money move, and is also trying to normalize that being that overweight is okay, that it's the norm, and that you can live like that and still be entitled to everything else a healthy person's getting. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If you're unhealthy, you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to have certain consequences to that. Whether you want to accept them or not, there comes something with it. It's no different than if a person decides to do drugs, drink, or whatever they choose, smoke cigarettes all the time. There's a consequence to that. So if you're not taking care of your health and you're allowing yourself to get to a point where it's hard for you to move around, and then when you go out in public, you have to deal with certain situations, maybe that's a wake-up call. Maybe that's telling you that, you know what, maybe I need to change up the way I'm eating or my lifestyle, you know. And to say that you're happy like that, that you're content, that you're cool with it, you are lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. I've never met anybody that obese who wasn't dealing with some form of depression. There's some type of eating disorder, and it's like most of the people in that predicament are seeking some type of help, but they're not promoting that lifestyle should be accommodated. They're trying to do something about it. And she could actually flip this and be an advocate to lose weight, to do something to show other young people who are overweight or obese that they can change by making choices, because you're you're not gonna live a long time when you're putting that kind of stress on your organs. It's just reality. Your organs are being overtaxed, and it's just, you know, rather than promote somebody who's also talented and a rapper, they put somebody like this when they want to push an agenda. And it's on every platform. You know, I've seen somebody, you know, they had a IG handle that said positivity don't sell. And to a degree, they're right, because they look at the stuff they push. They push uh, hypersexuality. They push obesity. They push um, street violence. Uh, having multiple babies. Lack of father in the household. Um, victimhood mentality with the education. So we got to dumb down math, science, and whatever else you want to dumb down. Just all these things. And look who they use to push this stuff. They're using these black people to push this shit. They have her in the forefront. I'm not saying there aren't white people doing the same thing. I've seen 600-pound life, and there are a lot of big, obese white women on there. But when you talk about getting on these hip hop platforms, look at what they're doing, man. It's not a mystery. It's not a joke, and it's just behind that is a machine, and somebody's pushing her to promote this look, her brand. It's just like the other guy who um, I can't remember his name right now, but he does a whole concert sitting down, and you know, talented guy. But I'm like, come on, bro, that's not healthy. You're killing yourself. Literally, you're killing yourself. And yet, you know, people go to the concerts, they listen to the music, you know, they entertain, they bob their head and, you know, do what they do to it. Okay, it's making money. The people making money, they got whatever publishing and everything. But is that a look you want to have that represents a demographic? Is that what you want kids to think, that, hey, if you look like this, you could be successful and it's all right? Or should you say, you know what, I know I have some, you know, physical challenges, but I'm working on it. You know, this is not what you should want to do as a young person to your body. I don't know. You leave a comment, share the channel. Let me know what you think. To each his own. If you choose to be a bigger person, more power to you. All I'm saying, I know people who are skinny who aren't necessarily healthy because they starve themselves. So I'm not saying the extreme on either or is good. All I'm saying is that, do you not see the agenda behind putting this person on all these platforms, giving them all this attention, giving them all this media coverage, making a big deal about this? Why? Why, you know, go back to the 70s and the 60s and even the early 80s and see what was being promoted as far as healthy, and why that's changed, and how big the pharmaceutical industry is with weight loss drugs, blood pressure medication, heart medication, diabetes medication, insulin. Just do the numbers, and that'll tell you something, man. I'm just sharing. BigHerc916. You know how we do. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey.
Six store and pick you up a sticker for your car, or a patch, or a sticker for your laptop, or maybe a beanie, or read one of the many books that BigHerc916 has authored. You know how we do it.